Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Laffy Tunes. Today I'm going to cover why Rick and Morty is the best sci-fi animated comedy. Let's get into the video. Number 10, alternate universes. Futurama has actually been known to delve into alternate universes quite frequently, most notably in the Farnsworth Paradox, which is one of the most memorable episodes of the whole series. But the alternative universes in Futurama don't hold a candle to the inventiveness of Rick and Morty's multiverse. Whether it's Dimension C-137, which is filled with Cronenberg's blips and chits, which is one giant arcade, or even a world where chairs sit on humans, the worlds in Rick and Morty are a perfect mix of random for random's sake and complete fascinating. Number 9, set in the future. Though Rick has a box labeled time travel stuff on a shelf in the garage, and there have been episodes based in alternate dimensions in the future, the show has never delved as deep into the future like Futurama. As Futurama is set in the year 3000, the whole world is filled to the brim with fascinating and creative futuristic inventions. Number 8, tackles philosophical issues. While Futurama has had buckets of fun playing with time travel and messing around with the grandfather paradox in ingenious ways, it rarely goes deep into the rabbit hole of philosophical questions, at least not to the same depths that Rick and Morty does. Whether it's the sanctity of marriage or the insignificance of man, no other show, animated or otherwise, has so bluntly and tellingly conveyed existential dread and the dark truths of life like Rick and Morty has. Number 7, more optimistic. Sci-fi shows are great for creating allegories for real-life situations, whether it's discrimination or the economy, as the genre has been the vessel to deliver serious issues in an entertaining way ever since Star Trek, the original series. The two shows are similar in many ways as they tackle the same subjects, but the approach they have to the same issues is where they differ the most. One thing about Rick and Morty is that it's so nihilistic and depressive, and though that's part of the show's charm, there's barely ever a moment that depicts any of the characters in a good light. Number 6, gets disturbing. While Futurama is generally a family-friendly show, Rick and Morty gets brutal, disgusting, and outright filthy. The animators aren't afraid to get creative with the ways in which aliens are mercilessly killed, and the writers aren't afraid to conjure up the most outlandish lines of dialogue for Rick's mini tirades. Number 5, the ensemble cast and recurring characters. Though Rick and Morty always run into bizarre creatures on all their adventures, from Mr. Poopy Butthole to the Slut Dragons, there are very few recurring characters, and outside of the titular characters, there are a few others that are particularly noteworthy. However, Futurama has a resounding amount of recurring characters that are so interesting and have their own backstory. Number 4, more movie references. Unlike its big brother, The Simpsons, which is littered with movie references in almost every episode, Futurama looks forward, not backward, and it's surprisingly lacking when it comes to movie references. With the exception of the Slurm Factory and Slurms McKenzie, who should get his own spinoff, there are a few memorable movie references in the show. Conversely, Rick and Morty's foundation is a very satirization of sci-fi movies. The show is parodied in Inception, Mad Max, and many others, and the very design of Rick is even modeled after Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Number 3, different types of inventions. Rick Sanchez is a great scientist and an incredible inventor, and the portal gun is the key to many of the mind-bending universes fans love. But there are a few other inventions under Rick's belt compared to Professor Farnsworth. Number 2, more memorable adventures. There's a reason why Rick and Morty is the greatest animated show according to IMDb. Each and every episode follows the grandfather and grandson not just traveling to memorable alternate dimensions, but going there in order to retrieve some random MacGuffin or hunt down an evil Rick. As Futurama sees the Planet Express employees deliver a package to a different planet each episode, there is very little room for creativity. However, whether Morty hides giant seeds up his butt when going through an alien custom, or Morty escapes prison with the mysterious blue cat-like creature called Chachi, there are many hilariously dark adventures Rick has forced Morty on. Number 1, better world building. The world building in Rick and Morty is one of the major flaws that fans choose to ignore, as a citadel of Ricks ultimately makes no sense whatsoever, and other series-long arcs, such as Rick's depression and Evil Morty, don't seem to be going anywhere. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. So long.